Good evening, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to Guardians of the Galaxy, for live stream number 6, as we continue our efforts to save the galaxy with Star-Lord and the rest of the Guardians. Hope everyone's had a good weekend so far. Hope everyone's had a good Saturday. We were originally meant to do a Genshin Impact, I'm going to get the name right one of these days, stream today, but because we did a stream yesterday, we decided in stream yesterday we'd do Guardians of the Galaxy today. So that is what we're doing. Guardians of the Galaxy. See how much more I don't even know how much more of the game there is. We're quite a decent way into it now, but I don't know where the end is. Obviously the story's still going strong. So yeah, hopefully we'll find the ending at some point. We have already had the end credits once. That was a little bit confusing, but that's just part of how it goes. So I hope you're enjoying the Guardians of the Galaxy so far. It's definitely an interesting game. I think they've done a lot right with it. I know there was people criticising it for not having more than one playable character, but honestly, I think it works. I'm looking forward to seeing how the story develops going forward and how the end is, essentially, when we finally get there. This is our stream number 6, so I think we've done about 25 hours, rough guess, I would say. No, maybe less. About 15 hours, and I was originally told that it was around a 20-hour story. Kind of thinking that's slightly off, because unless we finish it in the next 2 streams, I think that's wrong. Which will be interesting to see, because I was a bit concerned it was a little bit short, but so far, maybe it's not. We shall find out shortly. The Discord will have the channel schedule for next week. The only thing that's guaranteed that I've decided on definitely going to happen next week is Tuesday evening, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. There's a new game mode coming out, the Tombs of the Fallen, so we'll be looking at that next week. Now this is where I'm going to struggle to talk and type. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, finished tweeting. I don't know why, it's just tweeting, I can't talk and type, it's really weird. Yeah, so Tuesday evening we're definitely going to be live with Valhalla. That's the one thing we know. The rest hasn't been decided yet. I'm sure we will get there tomorrow, but the Discord will have the schedule pinned once I do that tomorrow, and yeah, we'll go from there. I haven't really had much time to think about it at the minute. Right, there you go. Advertising, all the little advertising I generally do, I've done. Okay, so we're going to continue where we were in the last stream. So last stream we went to Knowhere, and they ran away effectively. We then went into Drax's head to pull him back from the promise, and we had a fight against some interesting characters in Drax's head, including Thanos, and we left it. I think we're back on the ship now. I'm trying to remember, we'll find out in a second once we load in. For those that aren't aware, there was an update just before the last Guardians of the Galaxy stream, and they changed the settings. They were meant to fix a glitch with the music in combat. Their fix didn't work. Their fix has also permanently turned on streamer mode, so we've lost all the music. I was quite happy to have copyright strikes. Didn't mind them at all. They weren't doing anything or affecting the channel. But we've lost that because the streamer mode is now permanently on. It was even on before I even started streaming. As I loaded the game up, it was even on then. So, yeah, it's a weird one. I'm not quite sure why their fix has done so much bad towards the game in terms of music and sound, especially when the music is a big part of the game. But there we go. Nothing we can do, so we're going to carry on. So let's have a look. So we've just finished getting Drax back from the promise. We've got out of his head, and we are trying to get off the planet. We've got to follow Warlock.
Come on, let me shoot him.
Hey, we're in this together, and Smart Money says it's going to be a tough fight.
Even in earnest, you underestimate.
So, anything you can tell us about what we're up against will be a plus.
We're all on the same team. We've got to work together.
Imagine ambivalent omnipotence, drifting in darkness.
Speaking of dark...
Okay.
Such was my celestial solitude. Power without purpose, till uncovered by Raker. His crew were convalescent. Plagued by a pox, I was serendipitously suited to soothe.
A ship full of sick people just happens upon someone with limitless healing?
We were need and needed, symptom and solace. They worshipped the wonder of my ways and declared me divine.
I think we know where this is going.
I do not know where this is going.
This is the scary part.
As the flock of followers fawned, a dark delight developed deep within me. And in the shadows it spoke. Weak whelps, pernicious priesting, feeble fools, fit for feasting. Hubris made hunger. A cancerous craving called Magus.
So he was helping people, healing them, and from that, this dark, indulged curiosity, or cool BS. Let's go with indulged curiosity.
Want?
Complete devotion. I too heard this voice, and could hear nothing else.
Adulation, flagellation, gorged with grief and consternation.
I told you this was the scary part.
It was pure putrefaction, sown from the seed of my strength. My soul stone gone sour. I resolved to rip it out.
Rip it out? How?
A mechanical marvel wrought
It
by
was a
Raker
soul
would
stone
sever
then we
the
picked
stone
up
from my
in the
skull,
quarantine zone then by the sounds of it.
excise the evil entangled within.
Translation, you let Raker steal your powers.
Whatever his wayward wander, he was on that day my friend. He swore to separate sanctity from sin, that my healing could yet be harnessed without harm.
Sure, but who's harnessing it?
Blame Warlock or blame Raker. Raker knew what he was doing. He played on Warlock by the sounds of things.
I'm with Rocket. Raker knew exactly what he was doing. That man's a master manipulator. Damn it! Now you've got me doing it.
I bear no blame for my fallen friend. Our errant experiment all but broke us both.
Then how do you explain how your best bud got his hands on the stone and is now taking over the galaxy?
I cannot.
I think I can answer that. After I rejected my promise, I got pulled into Nikki's. Corel was there. She was trying to show me something.
Peter, you can't trust anything you saw in there.
This was different, and it felt different. She took me back to the QZ and I saw that Magus thing. I saw it get all twisted up with Nikki and I saw it kill Corel.
You hear yourself. How'd she show you this if she's dead?
Quite conceivably. Her soul may be snared by the stone, chained to the child.
Focus on Nikki. Or focus on Corel. Let's focus on Nikki.
That's what Corel said. The three of them are somehow connected. She said Nikki needs to accept her death.
Magus preys upon her pain, manipulates her mind while feeding on her flock of followers.
And I'm guessing it never gets full.
Its appetite is insatiable. If unassailed, Magus will absorb all.
We're gonna need one hell of a plan.
Well, you better come up with it quick, because I see daylight.
The bond between Magus and Matriarch must be broken. It harvests its hunger through the host.
So, Nikki's like the head vampire. If we cure her, it'll free the rest. Why didn't you just say that?
So somehow we've got to find a way of curing Nikki by the sound of
Step
things.
1, find Nikki.
Step 2, convince her mom ain't coming back from the dead.
Step 3, get that stone away from her and mop the floor with that Magus thing.
You show no shortage of assurance.
Yeah, this one's Mr. Positivity. It's enough to make you sick.
The stone is both bondage and bridge for Magus, and a young mind is most malleable. If Magus
Thanks
is
for the like,
merged
that was
with
much
her,
appreciated.
she may not survive the severing.
We won't let it come to that.
Not to join the Golden Downer, but how are we supposed to find the kid? What are you...
What's going...
Oh, Flark.
I don't think we need to find them. I think they found us. Yeah, that's them finding us, isn't it?
They've got the cortex. They can go anywhere, convert anyone.
So this is now chapter 12, Nowhere to Run.
We need to go now.
Why does that sound like...
Thanks for the
you're not
like, much
with
appreciated,
us?
whoever that was.
These are my people. Some still survive if I stay. Then we'll stay and help. Go. I'll be where I'm needed when I need to be. Just trust me.
Don't go dying on me.
Mantis is happy to stay behind, she wants to help her
I'm
people.
starting to actually get you.
I'm assuming we're in for a big old fight shortly. Good evening, Kathy, how are you? I'm not too bad, thank you. Not too bad at all. You haven't missed anything, we've basically just been walking and talking, basically, since we started. So trophy achieved, mind over matter, so that's the trophy for finishing the last chapter. Good, good, glad good. I hope your weekends are going well.
Golden boy, you're making me nervous.
Or perhaps your nerves need gnawing.
What did I do?
This precarious plan proves more meek by the moment. The Madonna was meant to be among us.
She knows what she's doing. Eventually.
Sorry sins I have wrought to rest me among such a motley crew.
Sounds a bit piratey, doesn't he? Motley crew. Is he actually going? He's going into our bedroom.
Did he take my room?
He did.
Not so much as a yip from the mud. Groot says he'll keep trying. Where's Mr. Fancy Words?
It is assumed Peter Quill's quarters. It was a daring display of dominance.
Don't you start.
Usually I'd say, who needs him, but we do.
We've also got
You
a couple of
better
things we
fix this
picked
one,
up
Quill.
previously
Just try not to piss him off.
that we can talk to people about.
Anyway,
Collectibles we
already.
found. I think there was two.
If it is to be a
One
fight
is for
to the
Gamora.
death, I will honor the outcome.
Can't remember who the other
If he
one's
kills
for.
you, I
Might
get
be
your
Drax.
guns.
Right. I'm assuming
Wouldn't bet on Peter
we're
winning
going to have
that
two
fight.
things to do.
Took
Talk
all
to
5
people.
of us to beat him last time.
I
So the
still
morning
can't believe
candle,
you caught one
we
of
can
my
be discussed in
smart
Drax's
bombs.
room,
Just like
Gamora's
that.
room. So talk to
We have
Warlock
already
and the
fought
crew,
them.
or fly to
You
Nowhere.
don't remember?
So we're going to have to talk to everyone.
I
Good evening,
remember
Cass. How are
sparring
you?
against the celestial Madonna in a small village.
So let's talk to everyone first.
Cold
Then we
darkness
will
promised devouring my
go
soul.
and speak to them about the
We
collectibles.
found
More, are you okay letting Mantis fight the church alone out there?
She won't fight. She'll focus on evacuating people. Maybe they can all hide in the caves.
Story-wise, it feels like we are
She's
getting
just
to
gonna
that
let the church
climactic
take over her home world.
final fight.
Mantis would tell you that people matter more than the planet. And she knows that the church won't stop coming until we rescue Nikki.
You have great confidence in this celestial Madonna.
She's one of the few people I know I can trust.
Really?
Bit of a graphical
Freaks me
glitch there with
out.
the sword.
Because
It kind
she's
of just
smarter than you?
levitated and flew
Kind
back
of.
to her hand.
Hey, that nickname makes my skin crawl. I'm furry, not fuzzy. Not even that little.
The conversation they will have are fantastic, right? I speak to Rocket.
Hey, Quill.
You seem like you're in a good mood.
You don't want to fly to
Do
Knowhere
I?
to have done all
I've
the
got a great
conversation
idea for a
choices.
new blaster extension. Can't wait to put it together.
Express gratitude.
Well, now that the gang's back together and we've got a minute to breathe, I think you deserve an official thank you for what you did on Lamentus.
He saved everyone.
Quill,
I know you don't like that kind of sappy stuff, but I really mean it. Knowing about the crap those scientists did to you, not only does it make my blood boil, it puts everything into perspective.
come on. It was just a puddle.
I don't know if I could have gotten over something like that.
You saved our lives, man. You deserve a bit of praise.
Rocket doesn't like
Rhoda
praise, does
saved
he?
your lives, and scientists were involved. I have many questions.
Yeah, we'll save them for the next time we all get a drink together, buddy.
There we go. Cass, did you see my message on Discord? I actually really liked your example. That was a really well thought out example of why she's a bad character. I really like that.
Glad you're back on our side, Drax. I got a feeling we'll need
Go
to
to
go
sleep
full
after the stream.
destroyer on this one.
I shall be ready, Peter Quill. I have witnessed the threat posed by Magus firsthand. No one should suffer from its malignant lies.
Okay,
I owe all of you a great debt of gratitude.
he's not finished.
My
I thought he
honor to
was.
fight beside you with all of my might.
That's a lot of might.
There's a birthday party tomorrow. Some people are focused on partying more than work.
Sounds
Right.
like we've got ourselves a nice church butt-kicking party.
They're still chatting.
I only hope our guest agrees to join this buttocks-striking celebration.
We do need to go and speak to Warlock. But first, I want to... That's the shower. This is Drax's room, and there was something we picked up. There we go. This should start a conversation with Drax.
Oh. He didn't light it.
Peter Quill, I did not expect to find you in here.
There we go. Let's have this conversation. This
Hey,
is one of the
sorry.
collectibles we found.
I didn't mean to.
It is fine. Your company is always welcome.
It wasn't quite an essay, but yeah, I liked your reasoning. It was well thought out, well
Thank you.
delivered,
For the gift.
and it was
Yeah.
a reasoning
sure.
that I could understand plainly.
Figured you might
Your
want to light
Assassin's
it from
Creed
time to time in memory
one
of your
reference
family.
to Valhalla was really good. I like
Why would
that.
a lit candle remind me of my family? Every memory I have of them has been
That's
carved
the kind
into
of
my
thing that
flesh.
makes me listen more.
You,
If you tell me don't use a character, I'm going to use them.
The
But
red
if you
scars that I bear.
If you do it in a way that
They
actually
are a record
perks my
of every
interest,
great deed.
I'm going to go,
an
okay,
important
good point.
milestone in my life.
oh, I just thought it was because they look cool.
No, Peter,
This isn't the same about the music, is it? It's really
Katath,
changed the atmosphere.
We practice scarification, so that there is a record, proof, that one is worthy to enter Ultath. Such a record is required for judgment in the afterlife.
Okay, we need to talk to him about Afterlife and Drax's tattoos.
So, your tattoos are actually a record of your life that's been carved into your skin?
Yeah, I kind of guessed that. The three
Process
characters
is
are never
known
going to be
as
the best
Jin
characters.
Tara, and is
Because otherwise,
extremely
why would you
painful.
spend money?
It requires focus and
Aloy's better.
self-control. and
I want to
occurs
get
many
Aloy, that'd be
times
quite
in a
good.
Katathian's life.
No offense, Drax, but they just look like a bunch of swirly lines.
Perhaps to you. To me, they are the most important moments of my life. Each line is composed of 1,000 scars.
Oh, I didn't
each
know that.
engraved with the tooth
So
of a
Drax's
walnut
tattoos
creature.
are all about his
Moments
life,
get
his life
recorded.
history.
Kill counts, stuff like that.
No, Peter Quill. A Katathian life record is a record of just that. Major milestones and important events. Like the day I became a man.
Gross.
And the day that Hovat accepted my proposal of marriage. And later, the marriage ceremony itself. And the day that Hovat gave birth to my daughter, Camaria. And the day that I lost them both.
Now I see why they're scars.
Yes. Once I believed my failure to avenge their deaths had banished us all to Sarduth. But now, thanks to you and the others, I see a deeper truth. Life does not have meaning without suffering as well.
Drax has always come across as very humorous character. I wouldn't say stupid, but he's not always been the brightest spark. But actually, this is giving him a little bit more depth to character.
So, hypothetically
Grew his
speaking,
voice for Vin Diesel.
if you died tomorrow,
Yeah, that's obvious.
My Chotak,
I knew that. And Drax is
my
Batista,
life
the wrestler.
essence, would travel to the gates of Ultath. There I will be judged by the great kings and queens of ages past. And if deemed worthy, the gates will open.
And if you're not, you know, worthy?
The
Who
gates do
voices
not
Rocket?
open.
That's the one I don't know.
And...
I am cast into Sarduth, where I will cease to exist.
yeah. I guess that's bad. So, like, how do these kings and queens know if you're worthy?
By reading the scars that make up my life record. From that they will judge whether I am worthy. For some, a life of
Labelled as
meaning
the
comes from their
himbo
trade.
hero. The
For
muscular but
others,
dumb
their
hero.
family.
But this is
Others
giving him a lot
yet,
more depth to
from
character.
following the warrior's path. Each is a valid entry into the gates of Ultath.
Oh yeah,
It's the
no.
record.
Drax has always been that comical character,
What
but
happens
this is
if
giving
you
him
don't have a
definitely a lot more
record?
depth.
Ah, like yourself.
There is some thinking behind him.
Sure. Like me, what happens to someone like me? Do I just immediately get thrown into Sarduth?
No, Peter Quill. Your record is instead given by those who knew you in life.
Ooh, yeah. I might have some problems.
Doubtful. I've seen your dedication to the Kree child and woman, and to this crew. And what you did for me. It is a testament to your worthiness.
Oh,
So Drax thinks we're worthy enough to go to his
if anyone deserves a happy afterlife,
final
Drax,
resting place of heroes.
it's you. Think you'll be adding any more to your tattoos?
Yes.
Like maybe a Guardians of the Galaxy logo?
Perhaps.
I like
enough
that.
for
That
me.
little ending there was really good. Would you add a Guardians of the Galaxy tattoo? Okay, so that's Drax done. We've got to speak to Gamora in her room. There was another thing we picked up. And here it is this. Let's see what this conversation leads with Gamora. Then we'll speak to Adam Warlock.
Right.
And we'll try and speak to Groot,
Let
but it
the
doesn't normally go
waves
very
of
well.
calm wash over me. And go.
That's not how that works.
Right.
Oh, Gamora!
Since when do you meditate?
I don't, but desperate times and all. Stuff's been a lot lately.
I get it.
Still don't like
How the
Gamora's
hell
armor in
do I
this. It
get
doesn't
it?
look right, but Avengers
So,
armor doesn't look right either.
how do you use this
I'm
thing?
kind of in two minds
case,
about what to do with her.
Rocket asks.
Just doesn't look
Well, for
right.
one, it isn't about just holding it. You also need a comfortable place to sit where you
We've
can
still got
be
some uniforms we
relaxed,
haven't found
alert,
yet, so maybe
and
one of them may look right enough.
focus on your breathing. Then you practice. A lot.
Yeah. That sounds like a lot more work than I was hoping for.
Yeah, Mantis, we did
Anything
meet
worth
Mantis.
doing tends to be.
Pretty
So how
similar
do
to
you do
before, but more powerful.
Focus
But pretty
was
similar to
something
the film,
Thanos beat into us
but just a
early
lot
on.
more powerful.
But it wasn't until I lived with the priests of Palma that I realized how limited his version of meditation really was.
Well, we'll ask about the Priest of Palma first, and then we'll do Thanos.
How did you
And
end
then
up living with the priests of Palma?
Adam Warlock,
They're not exactly
Groot,
your kind of crowd with the
and then
whole
Knowhere.
pacifism thing.
Mantis introduced me to them last year when I needed to heal. They helped me in ways I didn't think were possible.
Helped? How?
I guess you could say I was broken. Thanos, the war, working as an assassin. It'd take a toll on you. By the time Mantis brought me there, I was ready to give up. I mean, I was miserable. Convinced I was beyond redemption or worth. I truly believed I deserved to die.
But you didn't. Die?
No. There was this boy there. A Khan.
The one you hugged in the village.
A Khan was like me. Lost. His parents had died in an accident. He was combative, rebellious, the opposite of a pacifist. The priest thought it would be a good idea for both of us to work through our scut together.
And was it?
At first, not really. He was a pain in the butt. But over time, we came to rely on each other. Thanos had taught me how to meditate in the functional sense, but not in the spiritual sense. Like how to work through my trauma, caring for a Khan. He forced me to reflect and process. And together, through mutual support, Khan and I were able to overcome our demons.
Right, last conversation with her, we just need to do Thanos. Do you remember us fighting Thanos, Cass, in the last stream?
I can't picture Thanos meditating. I kind of always figured he was this egotistical tyrant.
No, he totally was. But Thanos also understood that aspects of meditation could be useful to his cause.
Like focus?
Focus, increasing overall awareness, pain tolerance. He came up with a series of exercises, fun little games for me and Nebula to compete in as part
I
of our
don't remember anything.
The worst part was, we didn't even know what he was
That's
doing
what
until it
drink
was
does
too
to
late.
you.
What do you mean?
Thanos' brand of meditation warped us, turned us into hyper-focused weapons. That way we were numb to the horrors of his agenda.
Killing people.
Assassination is
Yeah,
just a
you did
different
that.
name for murder.
I even
So how
jumped in
did
your
you cope?
stream before when I was waiting
We
for this
made
to update,
puns.
and you had a go at me
Bad,
for saying
stupid
the
jokes
game
to
had an
shout as we
update,
were
so we were slightly delayed.
killing people.
You were telling me how I
The
couldn't have
more
an
terrible, the
update, and I
better.
was lying about it.
Here, I thought you just had a really lame sense of humor.
Oh, I do.
It's all good though, don't
But
worry.
it was the only way to survive. And it was something we did together.
We've all
a
been
new
there at some
kind
point.
of competition, just between me and Nebula, to see who can make the other laugh.
That's really messed up, and yet oddly endearing.
Yeah, well,
It's all good, don't
even
worry,
bad
we've all been
puns
there.
can only get you so far before your conscience catches up with you.
Wow. I had no idea meditation could be so intense.
Or beneficial?
Well, yeah,
Fine,
that
I didn't take
too.
it personally.
guess
I
you
did
should
have to
give it a
tell
go
you
sometime.
in the stream to be careful
I'm
what you
kinda
say,
scared of
and
what
that's
I'll
when you kind of
find.
went quiet
Who
after that.
knows? You might surprise yourself. I know I did.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I get what you were doing.
About
It was
Peter
fine.
Quill
It was.
convincing our guest
I
to
knew
fight
you were
alongside
taking
us.
the mickey the way you said it, but it's
Of
all good.
course you'd be optimistic. You're always optimistic.
Optimism or not,
Right.
we need to...
We need to speak to Adam Warlock.
Hey, Warlock, open up. This is my room, you know. And that would be my cassette cover.
You penned this pithy poetry?
It's not poetry, it's music. Hard rock. It's supposed to have guitars and bass and drums.
It's all good. If you've gone too far, I just would have muted you
As is its
in chat, so it's fine.
Okay, what's your
You
deal,
didn't. You didn't
man?
cross
What
the
did I do
line.
to
You
piss
came close,
off?
but you didn't cross the line.
Your lamentable leadership allowed the Madonna to leave when we needed her talents to travel to the telepathic realm.
So he's not
Mantis
happy
had
we
good
had
reason to stay
Mantis
behind.
will
We
stay.
just need to get Nikki and get the hell out so we can find her again.
Your tenuous tactics trust too much to fortune. Can you confidently convince me your meager measures may amply manage this mission?
Clarify the question. Answer yes, answer no. No, yes. My meager what? I really want to say clarify the question. I might. Let's do it. Let's do it.
My meager what?
Your meager metal. We stand against an adversary unlike any before.
You were fine, Cass. Don't
blinded
worry.
by
It's all good.
burning, hope-fueled hate.
Magus, right.
Like I say, I was worried you were going to step over the line, but you didn't.
Before such a blaze, still a stooge may steer, but your wide-eyed wonder is merely wit and moxie. You strut as an insecure cock, uncertain of his stature.
Does that mean what I think it means?
This audacity acts as stilts on sand as the tide thralls you in. Leading must be wrought off the fullness of your yearning yoke. Will
Adam
it be
Warlock
so?
speaks in a lot of riddles. Yes or no? It's yes. I'm sure the answer is yes.
Yes. Absolutely.
Star-Lord has no clue what he's talking about.
Sure and measured. But beheld by my bemused misgivings, your demeanor differs distinctly in direction from my more willful ways.
Maybe we can meet in the middle then.
Yes. An oath. Will you own an oath to operate with greater aggression? To give gravitas to gravid seasons of your soul and struggle not to stand on destiny's icy flows?
Sure, man.
He's got no
Whatever it
clue
takes.
what Adam
Then
Warlock is
assert it.
talking about.
I swear I'll be a good leader. That I'll be decisive and that I won't let Mantis do whatever she wants.
I stand partially reassured.
Only partially. We confront him. Can we count on you, or do we leave it at that? I think we should confront him. We should see, you know, is he really in this fight?
What about you, Mr. Fancy Words? How do I know you won't see Raker and have a change of heart?
Why would I weasel away?
Didn't you used to be best buds with him?
We were common company for a fleeting fallow, through which I witnessed the incommensurable extent of his sadness. He mourns his lost son.
That's why he's doing all of this. The church, the matriarch? Because he wants to get his kid back. But that can't happen, right? Magus can't...
No. Cannot.
So? We can count on you? When you reunite with Raker, that man's gotta go down.
Indubitably.
I think that went well. Better than I was expecting to go. So let's go and see where Groot is. And then... I think the llama chewed a hole through the caves that Groot made. Where is Groot? What's that?
Hey, that one's from Lamentus. Does that mean it's a sacred plant? Groot, did you steal a sacred plant from Lamentus?
I don't know where he is. There's a plant in his room that shouldn't be there. Right. Where is he? It's the last one we need to talk to, and then we can head to Knowhere.
So,
Where is he?
how is he?
Frustrating. It's like talking to Suzanne Harris at the summer dance all over again.
Ain't that the Hume girl you tried to impress with your yo-yo skills?
Yeah, and it went about as well as talking to Mr. Cape.
What's a yo-yo?
Gamora doesn't even know what a yo-yo is. Right, where is Groot? He's at the front. We're going to talk to Groot. It's always a riveting conversation. He's trying to reach Cosmo.
It may be up to us to stop the church in Knowhere. You ready?
I am Groot.
He's worried about the mutt. Says it would be easier with his help.
Deadpool himself,
I
though,
didn't think
is
Cosmo
funnier
would
because
trust
he
superstation.
does it all on his
If he got
own.
the Cortex, then...
He is but one canine.
Whereas this is a group of people that makes the whole thing funny, the reactions and things like that. Deadpool, the humour comes just from him alone. I think that's what makes him a good character. The question is, when they do the Wolverine game, is Deadpool going to be in it?
So, Warlock, he's something.
Right.
Not sure we can trust the guy who looked at the Grand Unicorn himself and thought, the lad looks like a reliable rescue.
He simply knows that the true evil is Magus.
We're off to
He is but
Knowhere.
an impressionable fanatic.
A fanatic with a lot of fire.
I'm expecting a very big fight.
I guess that explains why we ain't been able to reach Cosmo.
That might explain it. Church is already here.
If you don't answer it, they'll vaporize us.
I will handle this communication.
Drax is going to handle the
buddy.
communication. It should be interesting.
Hail, traveler. Have you accepted the truth of a divine promise?
We have. My deceased wife and daughter are with me. We thank the matriarch for her gift.
May the promise be fulfilled. You are clear.
Everyone raising their arms up.
Spaceport.
I can't believe that worked. Drax actually managed to convince them. I thought he was going to screw it up for us then for a minute.
All them bars. And betting parlors.
And noodle joints.
Maybe it's not as bad as it looks.
I assume it will be worse.
Raker rallies regiments while we wait,
You want
whistling
one
in the
Marvel superhero
wings.
to not have dead parents?
Landing as fast as I can.
What the flark?
Wolverine.
Great.
We don't know who his
Boy
parents are.
Thinks he's a butterfly now.
He's a man of action.
I'm trying to think, who else?
Let's
Iron Man's,
just hope that he can keep the church busy while we look for Nikki.
Iron Man's parents were killed.
Didn't think you'd be able to bluff your
Spider-Man's
way through
parents were
security
killed.
muscles.
It's a very good point, actually. That's quite a hard one, Cass.
We're gonna need more than that to get to the Continuum Cortex and rescue Nikki.
Especially with Golden Boy jumping ship. Should we, like...
I'm honestly trying to think. I can't think of anyone.
We cannot lose focus if we are
Right, let's quickly check our upgrades, actually.
Drax is right. Let's just
We haven't checked upgrades before we go off the ship. Yeah, but as long as you're not saying, oh, we can't do upgrades. I think it's okay. I think we've probably got enough for one, maybe two, but that's about it.
You're actually gonna miss Choga Dogs?
Are you counting, though?
Mantlos, and that place with the dancers.
And
They're all talking about places they're
Remember
gonna
that
miss
time we caught a
in
liquor thief
Knowhere.
under their sling boot table?
I remember how crap that liquor tasted. Who pays that much for rust juice?
Rust juice.
So, final showdown against Raker. This time,
yeah, are you including old age in that?
I intend to.
Because obviously
We're not
Wolverine's
leaving
parents,
without
there's never been any indication what happened to them. You've got...
You take care of the Milano, okay? Make sure the ship's still here when we come back.
I can't believe we're actually talking to the llama.
Ready, Drax?
We don't know anything about Drax's
My blades are as
parents.
sharp as the rodent's tongue.
Was that a metaphor?
It was a simile.
Your kid sure got herself in a deep, Quill.
Her mom died,
Just deaf and
man.
so you want someone who's got both parents, both parents still alive.
Death to manipulate
That's a
her.
tough one.
I get it. Ain't gonna be easy getting her out of there, but I'll die trying.
Alive, blood-related alive parent. Yes, they do. Star-Lord. His father's still alive. No, he's not. They killed him, didn't they?
What happens if we find Goldie, but he's
in
all
Guardians of
beat
the
up?
Galaxy.
Groot wants you to know he'll do all he
There's got to be
can
one of
save
them,
your kid.
surely.
You know what? I think I kind of understood that.
Same here. Can't wait to whoop some robe flarkers.
Right, I think we're good to go.
Flarkers pay for what they did to Knowhere.
Yeah,
And
no, I
Contraxia.
must have to think. That's an
And
interesting
all the
question.
killing and converting and stuff.
Right, let's leave the Milano.
Let's do this. Time to save Nick.
This is going to be a fight immediately by the looks of things.
Peter.
Okay. Just be cool. Let me handle these guys.
We have got level 3 upgrades for ourselves and I think one other character. Okay.
Welcome, travelers. Have you come to witness the fulfillment?
The what now?
The realization of the Matriarch's promise? The beginning of a new world, one without death, or pain, or fear. You should know this. Weren't you vetted and cleared to land here?
What? Of course we were.
How are you not aware of the fulfillment? Something is wrong. These heretics must be stopped. Attack!
Yeah, I knew that was coming. Ooh, mega ability unlocked. We've unlocked a couple of mega abilities. We've got ours. Rocky Raccoon's got his for going through the water. And now we've unlocked the mega ability of Drax. Wrath of Katath. Rejecting his promise and fully accepting his family's death show Drax how truly strong he is. He'll now deal moderate damage and heavy stagger to a single enemy, and moderate stagger to all nearby enemies when enraged. He also deals more stagger while raging. So let's do his mega ability. Let's do ours. Right. Nice little uppercut there. She can take him out, hopefully. We've got an assassin up there. We've got to deal with this guy. More enemy incoming. Right, we've got to take this guy out, don't we? Got to get that assassin. I think our best bet is to pull him down. There we go, pulled him down. Oh, we're down. We're dead. We did not survive that fight. In some ways yes, and in some ways no. I think that's the first time we've died. Is it? It might be. I can't remember now if it is. Some ways, yes, but it's also something you've got to look after. You're going to have to spend money, food, to take it for walks every day. The walking the dog is the de-stressor, and I suppose having that companion to come home to. But it does, your life changes if you have a dog, because you've got to think about who's looking after when you're not there. Holidays and things like that. So, yeah, I think it can help massively. In the UK, they actually take dogs into hospitals for patients to meet and stroke, and that helps patients. Right, let's try this again, shall we? We're going to use Drax's ultimate ability. We need to get this guy down from here pretty quickly. There we go. Because that sniper was really causing us issues. I'm using all abilities here. Right, big guy, we've got to take this big guy out. Let's try.
He's powering up his crew.
That's not good! Stop him! Blow the way, Rocket!
There's another sniper. Got to deal with this other sniper because that's what's going to cause us an issue. There we go.
Chrome Dome's gotta go before we're overrun.
Right, where's the big guy? Big guy's over here. That's who we've got to concentrate on.
Finally, let me out.
Alright, let's get closer. We'll try and do our wrong button. Did some damage to him at least, because he's going to mend his team, isn't he?
Then put him in a body bag.
Trying to. Right.
I got all these toys. I'm just dying to use.
Yeah, where is he? Big guy.
Yeah, the flying freak just gave that one some extra oomph.
Get back in there,
We've got to deal with the big guy, because he's going to heal all this, everyone back again.
I seen stars.
Oh, you Rocket! Our foes laugh as their shaman compels them!
Mr.
I can't do it.
Gamora's down. We're going to have to rescue Gamora in a second.
Incoming.
Right, I think he's down. Yes, he's down. Right, let's heal Gamora.
Get back out there! Slice and dice!
This is how it's done.
One guy left. We're not dying this time. And there we go. We did it this time. Oh, that was tough. These fights are definitely getting harder. Like I say, we actually died.
Because I'm gonna kill him for flarking up this spaceport.
They have
Right, there is treasure nearby.
All the more reason for us to get to the cortex.
There's
and
something to
find
pick up there. You can't get over there though, so I'm assuming we have to walk around. There is something here though.
We need to move if we want to find Nikki.
Yeah, Quill's just doing some preparation work, I guess.
So Drax can move that.
Prepare faster.
Where do you want him to move it to though? We've asked Drax to move it out. So it means there's, I would say there's something up here then if we have to move that out, surely. Yes. Something to pick up over here.
Promises to be realized. Heard it when you flocking witness it. We the only new
There's always, if there's something to move, there's generally a
Must be
reason
late,
why.
as usual.
Are there spiders in this game? No, no spiders. Not that I've seen so far. Right, there's treasure, something to pick up over here. There we go. So yeah, anything that is yellow means you can do something with it.
We sever her connection with Magus.
We don't. If Cocoon Boy ain't around to suck it up afterwards.
Nothing else seems to be around here at the minute.
What? Cosmo's tower's shut down.
Aye. I don't think
Because
Cosmo's
it's
going to be
never
helping
been
us.
dark before. You do realize some
Over
of the
this
guys
way.
shooting at us were Knowhere security?
Right, something to pick up over here.
Never was Lamont's biggest
Well, I'm
fan.
actually quite happy not being able to.
Cosmo's on their side, getting
I
to
think it
Cortex.
works really well not being able to
Just
put
because
characters.
the tower shut down doesn't mean Cosmo is too.
And I think the
Last
story
time we
wouldn't
were
make
here,
as much
we
sense
knocked
if you
out
could change
me,
characters.
Gamora, and Drax, and Lady
Because Star-Lord
Hellbender's
is the leader of the
bounty
Guardians.
hunters. Like it was nothing. We just gotta have faith he's okay.
Really, Peter? Faith?
There does appear to be an accessory stored here.
Yeah, wrong choice of words, maybe. Right, what do we got here? This should be a bit of story.
We're wasting time, Peter. I don't like the sound of that fulfillment thing.
Maintenance Chief Duga. I'm off the Dusting Rock, patched up on impounded Badoon's scout shuttle with a whole mess of space tape, nanowire prayers to any god, celestial being or galactic space hoodoo that would hear them. Somebody must have. Sorry. No brain parasites here as far as I can tell. Usual aches and itches, spend a lot of time in front of the mirror trying to decide if I was crazy. Pretty sure I'm just old. Docked at Knowhere, figure this far out and so close to the rift, it's the safest place in the galaxy to hide from whatever minds goblins got inside the Corpsman. One thing's for sure, Knowhere's never going to run out of maintenance work. But it's as good a place to finish out my days. So this is Maintenance Chief Duga, came here to finish out his days. May have been a bad decision on his part.
He says you, seem tense.
Alright, anything? I'm always checking in case there's any collectibles to pick up. This is a lift, so we're going to head down in a second. So always a quick run around. Here we go, something to pick up. But yeah, I just think switching characters it would go against the grain of the game. It would change the game as a whole. So actually I like the fact you can't. I think it works. Thank you for the like, that was much appreciated.
Kinda dreading what we're gonna see in the marketplace.
Same thing we saw when we flew in.
Yeah, but it'll be up close. Knowhere really stunk sometimes, but...
Flark! Over there!
There's so many of them. I thought most nobodies would have rejected the promise.
Everyone wants something they can't have.
Yeah, but
Let's agree with Gamora.
No, Rocket. Like Gamora said, everybody wants something.
Right, something to pick up nearby.
Tailors their offer to the
Just over there.
Seems to me most of them would give in.
Or they'd be killed. Not an easy choice.
Right.
they got Flark and Faith batteries everywhere.
Just like Valhalla's hope.
Perhaps they have built another giant ray
Grab
gun
this while we're
inside
here.
the Continuum Cortex.
We've got no
Second
idea how
faith
many
in multiple
collectibles
worlds
there
at
is or
once?
anything like that. So every
Is
time
that
we see
impossible?
something
The energy ain't
Sable
filling
he
these
picks up,
batteries.
it's always worth
It's
grabbing
moving
it.
away from them.
So they're powering something.
There's something
looks
below
like
us
it.
as well. What's this here? There's another story element.
Don't suppose we
This
could
was
try
the market
tricking
we
them
walked
again?
through originally.
Make them believe we're all promised up.
Unless you can fake that purple glow
Okay.
they all seem to
Don't know
have.
what caused that sound glitch, but I thought I'd back out that thing we picked up. It worked, luckily. That was a horrible sound glitch. So a prophetic convergence. I don't think I'm saying that right. Sister Odie Boongo. Each of us offering our services in Seer Square has a unique method of divining the future for our clients. Myself, I can see colours outside the community perceived effect and interpret their stories. The reader who works closest to me can interpret smells. My good friend Jerome perceives fate's vibrations through his finely haired tentacles in which he wraps his customers tightly. We cannot ignore the fact that we're all experiencing glimpses, tastes and twitches of the same future. Confounds us, first fire and pain, then light. True peace, acceptance. Is it the end of everything, working so close to the rift? We often get flashes of endless void, but this time we all agree. This is different, and it feels much, much closer. There is a gnawing glow within me, gold, and now see but the past as clearly as. Right, anything else while we're here? Yes, there's something up there we've got to go and pick up.
I had a contact here. Rotations ago.
You did. Was it Blurf? No.
Right, there's obviously something to do with these we've got to deal with in a second. Let's go and get this other collectible just behind here. There we go. Now, what are all these things that are flashing up over here? What are they? That's a gas. Obviously, we all know what that is.
When we are done here, we will need to tell a Rhapsodist about these adventures.
I got bird.
They are the keepers.
I don't know what these are.
War. This will be an epic.
Or they just points of fire, maybe. It seems weird, unless there is something we're meant to do with these things. Oh, maybe ice. We get an ice ability. No.
Get ready to die!
They do not fear death.
Oh.
Don't mean we can't hurt him first.
I was just trying to put out the fire, thinking that's what we were actually meant to do, but obviously not. We're actually under attack.
My ruse was a moderate success.
Right, now we just got in a fight them, basically. I think it's because I fired. That's what caused this fight. I'm nearly dead.
Make your hits count! We need to hurry!
They will feel every hit. His belief could not save him from death. That's a wrap.
Right, they're all down again. It's because I fired, I think. That's what caused that fight.
More batteries the deeper we go. 100 units says they're tied to the fulfillment.
I was trying to put the fire out, thinking that was the right thing to do.
Especially after
but obviously, it didn't work. Right. So yeah, all I'm assuming, I was trying to put the fires out, because I thought that's what we needed to do. It's not the case by
I've been
things.
thinking
Right.
about what Warlock
Let's keep going
said.
down then.
Which part? He hasn't stopped talking since we met him.
About how Nikki and that Magus thing might be.
We need to use the
what
new
he said?
power.
It's easier to understand
There we
bug
go.
lady.
Oh, that's a collectible. What do we got? We've got a new outfit for Rocket. It's the Smuggler's outfit. Right, so where are we heading from here?
Wonder if any of these fortune tellers saw this coming.
Unlikely. They were all charlatans.
Most of them were pickpockets and fences.
So we've obviously got to find out where we need to go. Assume we can't go in there. Part of me thinks we've got to do something with these. Yeah, no.
I'm surprised the church was able to seize the Cortex.
Yeah, no.
It seemed pretty secure last time.
Where are we trying to go
Wasn't
to?
half as secure as the dog thought.
The church's forces increased by the tick. Their superior numbers could have easily breached the defenses.
Well, we got just the 5 of us.
So that
Doing
was
this all
just...
with confidence there, big guy.
Oh, actually, can we put this fire out, maybe? No. Can't put that out. No. See, I think we've got to go through there. I just don't know how we get past the fire. I'm going to get hurt. That's the only thing I can think of. So we have to go through... Oh, no, squeeze through here. Just spotted the wire going
Over
through.
here. Looks like
Sometimes
we can squeeze through.
it's not always simple to see where your path is meant to be.
See it?
Not really. There's a lot of debris in the way.
Objective update. Get everyone past the wall.
There is no
Okay.
way through this wall.
There
Be a
is.
bunch of wackos just waiting for us on the
We
other
can pull
side.
this
Good
down.
point. Peter, you should find a way over to check.
What? Why me?
Ain't you the leader?
Peter!
Well, that didn't work.
Clark, I'm going in.
What about the fanatics?
Well, I need to get
Toast
round the
them
other
if I see
side.
'em. We're the only ones that
Rocket's
can do
going
this,
over.
right?
But Gamora can also
We're
give us a
back here,
hand.
Quill. Looks like you're gonna have to yank a chunk free
Yeah,
from
we'll have
this
to,
side, though.
so we need to get round as well.
Laura, you should be able to get your sword in there now. Give me a
I need to
boost.
jump up.
Let's hope it holds.
There we go.
Oh, Scott! Not Mantlos. Look at her. This is personal, Quill.
There's also something there. What's that? That also
Don't
needs
leave me
moving. Heavy
hanging.
obstacle. So we need to jump down here. The door that's here we need to pull towards us. There we go. We can speak to
I
Rocket.
know how much you love this dive.
It was the one spot in this whole Flarkin galaxy where a guy could feel safe. I mean, except for the bar brawls and the security raids and the bounty hunters.
We'll
Safe
drink
then.
to it later. Right now, we've got to keep moving.
Right, we
There's been
obviously
no sign of Goldie Braun since he left from our ship.
we need to push this to the side.
Maybe splattered somewhere across the lower city.
Or got picked up by a wandering creep squad.
Or maybe he was was lying about which side he was on and is just waiting to attack us.
The Warlock
Right,
carries an old
that
grudge.
unknown
He'll align
device.
himself with the Grand Unifier.
It's not a good sign to see that kind of device, is it?
Anyways, we were doing fine without him.
I was not fine. Magus was devouring my soul.
We need Warlock's
Memory is
might.
suspect.
Warlock's stronger than any of us, and he's got a pretty good reason
Right,
to hate
there's
Raker.
something to pick
so
up
you
nearby.
has ripped my soul in two, story.
Just saying, if anybody
Just
stands
round
a
that
chance going
side.
toe-to-toe with Raker, it's him. And we're gonna need the Grand Unifier out of the way if we want to stop this ritual.
Throw the meat into the meat grinder to keep it busy.
That's not what I...
No, I'm on board now, Quill. It's a solid strategy.
I did hear someone just say, sweep nearly complete. Right, we know there's a collectible down there. What's that over there?
Okay, we got
There's
this.
treachery ahead. There's something there. What's that? That's the door we came through, isn't it? So I'm always constantly checking for stuff, so... There's something to the right.
They must have started the
Down there.
already.
Why?
There's
I just
also
figured
there
there'd be
and there
more
to go.
floated around up
The enemy down there. It's over here.
The Emporium used to be right here.
That's where the Emporium
Did the
was.
church destroy it?
Doubt it. The collector probably.
Right, we've got
blasted
enemies
out of
that
here
way.
First sign of trouble.
Before
we
the
know
first
there's something to
sign,
pick up
Collector's
down there.
supposed to be able to see the future.
Oh yeah? Never saw me.
For roasting a person from the Genshin Impact
No idea.
community. Why? Can't you just be nice to everyone?
Dropping like flies soon enough.
I'm sure Drax didn't need our help to fight, beat that person up. We thought we'd give him a hand.
Chop him up!
It'll be a slide!
They're down. They are nice. Okay, fair enough. Right, we have enough
looks like a
ability
dead
points
end.
to give someone
For
else their
some more
3-star
than others.
ability. This was a dead end, but we wanted to check because there was more than one way to go.
Wonder if Cosmo's gonna.
Yeah, if they're not
keep
nice, that's
stable
different.
Once this mess is sorted.
You fear he will lose his
Yeah.
command.
Before we
You
go
wouldn't
any further, wrong
Have
button.
many
That Irene post, most people I met on my streams have been very cocky. Really? Yeah, I've had the odd troll, but nothing major. I wouldn't have said. To be fair, I have been quite lucky. I think with people I've met in stream. Yeah, I can understand that's a little bit annoying. To be fair. Okay, so we need the 3-star ability. We can either give it to Rocket Raccoon, Drax. Rocket Raccoon or Drax, that's the two to choose from. And we haven't got Gamora's last ability yet. She's the only one. Oh, we haven't got Groot's either. Let's give it to Rocket Raccoon, I think. And then we'll do Drax as the last one. So we just need 3 more ability points.
fences left to push back a second invasion.
Right, we need to
Never
break
been on
through
the dark
there.
side.
And we know there's
Thought
something
a
to
new
pick up
management?
nearby.
Don't sit right.
Gamora's going to
Looks
cut
like
the
the
ropes.
church is trying to keep us out of there.
Yeah,
That's not
I
gonna
completely
work.
do. I understand that side of it. You don't want people like that in your streams, do you? That's the
Still
thing.
no sign of the Warlock.
Based
get
on
it.
when he jumped, he's
I think the
probably
worst I
already
had that
close.
person tell me
Careful, Peter
to
Quill.
stop
Guys,
playing
look down.
Gran Turismo Sport.
It's an awful lot of light.
You're thinking it's the
Well,
full Flarkman,
that was about
ain't
it.
you? But it could just be runoff from the cables.
Right, there is a
Whatever these
collectible nearby.
Black are up to, they need a lot of juice.
One's down there.
This is how they powered their fleet to reach Lamentus.
Yeah, the Cortex could.
Nikki had Warlock's soul stone in her hand. What if it's fused there and Raker's trying to remove it?
Like he did with Goldilocks. Didn't work all that well the first time.
Right,
Girl
just
may
grab
have sensed
this.
the evil,
Nothing
so
else down
they
here
insisted they try again.
I can
Or
see.
she's outlived her usefulness and Raker wants the stone's
Perfect.
power for himself.
Regardless, we must reach the Undercity to find the girl and stop whatever they are doing.
And we'll have to be ready for them to try and stop us.
Right, there's a couple of things
Converted
here,
ones
because
will
there's a
be prepared
bridge.
to die in order to bring their
Why
loved
is there
ones
a-
back to life.
What is that?
Pretty
I can
ironic
pull that
when you
out.
think about it.
Strangely. And I can make a bridge there. I don't know if that's the... I think we've got to go through that doorway, but we'll make a bridge
That's not
first.
the way to Cosmos.
Might be something down there we can use.
I'm always checking
True.
what's around. They actually... Nothing gets worse than GTA's base and sniper community. Really? I'm glad I don't play GTA, to be fair.
Seedy
Right.
underbelly, seedy underbelly. You know, they used to run a poacher's ring out of here.
Is that what that smell was?
Yep, rotting beasts from Maclu 4.
So rockets come with us, no one else has, so I'm assuming this isn't the way, but we obviously want to see... That wasn't the one to use. We need electricity. There we go. No? I thought that was what we need to do it. Okay. No. How are we getting through here then? There we go. Now I think we use electricity on it. There we go. Right, is there anything to pick up here?
Really hoping there'd be hover bikes down here.
Why would there be?
No outrageous parking fees for one.
We wanted hover
And two,
bikes.
sometimes you want to drop something off without anyone else seeing.
Right, go on then, rocket, in you get.
Can you squeeze in there?
Yeah, let's see where it goes.
Turn the power off for
So
people. I
what
was
there
hoping you
were
could do.
hover bikes down here.
We could have hopped on and zipped down to the lower city.
So obviously there might be
Brody used to do it
something
all
to pick
the
up
time.
here. It's not where we need to go for the story.
Should be.
I love his
Thank
optimism.
Clark,
Should be
these
safe.
boots are waterproof.
Right, there's a couple of things to pick up. More supplies, components. Think. What's that there? Can Rocket do anything with that? Okay. So there is something with that. It's a local network interface. Can I zap it? Obviously not. Rocket's here for a reason. But it's, what is it? And it won't let me access that. What else is here? I think there's definitely something we've got to do with this. Just working out what it is. Obviously what Rocket's waving as. Can't talk to it though. Obviously not punching, it's not going to work. It's like it's got a lock on it. Let's try. No, can't pull it. Can't freeze it. Electricity doesn't seem to work. Let's see if the big blast does anything. No. Rocket is there for a reason. He can do something. It's knowing what. What are we missing? He keeps waving at us, and this is yellow, so there's definitely something we need to do here. I just don't know what it is. Rocket's now leaving, weirdly. Unless we have to come back here later, maybe. Rocket just starting to leave, so I'm assuming we can't do anything else. There's a yellow thing. Oh, it's the other hatch, isn't it? Normally there's something you can do with things, but I can't get Rocket to do anything. So my assumption is we are meant to leave here now. Are you coming, Rocket? And maybe we need to come back here in a little bit and there's something we can do then, maybe. I just can't seem to get him to do anything with that. So we'll come back. We've got to do bits we need to pick up anyway.
Find anything?
Dead end.
Let's continue before Nikki becomes a dead end too.
Right, we need to push this aside. Yeah, scaring people's not good.
Our level of cooperation is invigorating. We have become a formidable team.
Yep, sure have, Drax.
Ain't we just one big, happy Flarkin family? What are you doing with that garbage?
She's not garbage.
Gamora recognises it. Whose was it though? Oh, that's the tree.
Behold the power of the light! Vaya Magnati!
I think these are people she knows.
The Guardians of the Galaxy! Save the believers and alert the Grand Unifier!
Fight time.
It must not be stopped!
That's it. He finally snapped.
Gamora, wait for us!
There's more coming in as well by the sounds of it. Yeah.
Put their lights out! Die! That was, weird, Gamora! You okay?
Right. Another one down.
You aren't the only one fighting this battle, Gamora!
I can keep up with her, Quill.
Right, Drax is up there fighting. More coming in. This is going to get a tough fight, I think, the way this is going.
Maybe let some of them run, Drax!
Groot.
Down, Watch it, Drax!
There we go, perfectly done.
Gamora! What's going on?
Big guy's now there. Right, that's one of the big guys. Right, he's got a big guy staggered. This guy's trying to heal his people.
What was that? I was destroying something. This one just eats ammo.
Careful around the boosted ones!
The flying one empowers them with faith.
Oh, the hurricane hopefully has done some damage.
Cowards, face us. We've got enough on our hands.
Drax is down.
Right with you, big guy. Keep the breathing room, Groot. No fair. He's boosting everyone but us.
Right, we've got to get this guy down. I've got to team up, but I'm trying to save it as long as possible.
At least we stopped whatever that bombed at him, big guy. Another promise destroyed. Don't more, Groot. You're up.
Right, got to get his shield down.
Peter Quill, unleash me onto these fools. Rip him a new one. Prepare yourself.
Right, there we go.
Rocky, fireworks. Gamora, what's going on?
That garbage doll must have been magic or something. So he gets to just go around healing his pal.
The summon must be dealt with immediately.
Definitely a tough fight.
Whatever happened to not
Need him not to get his shield back on.
I shall break their bones.
If he gets his shield up, we're in trouble.
What the fuck, Gamora?
There we go. Gamora's lost it. 13 hours, that's mad. I couldn't see it up long enough to do something like that. Not 13 hours, not currently.
You good?
My longest one ever was a really long time ago. We did, me and a few some of the guys from the UDL, we did a charity 24-hour stream.
Why? Some more children
I didn't do it on my channel before I started. One of the others did it on this channel. We did 24 hours, and that was hard.
I don't know.
Every minute we waste. We don't have time to breathe.
I know Raker brings back bad memories.
This isn't about Thanos. It's about Nikki and what men like Raker and Thanos do to girls like her. Like me. My sister. If I had just been better at protecting Nebula, maybe she wouldn't be dead.
Whoa. What? Nebula's dead? How?
Yeah, see, I won't play GTA. I've just got no interest in it, to be fair. I understand people that enjoy it. I just don't
By me.
get it. I don't find the enjoyment, especially not online.
You killed your sister?
She is the one
She-
who saw
oh.
the Matriarch's promise.
So in this, Gamora has killed Nebula.
The Nebula I knew had been twisted into a hateful, vengeful monster thing.
You don't join
One
us.
who would never stop unless I
Yeah, that would annoy
stopped
people,
her.
wouldn't it?
So I did. I just never expected to survive.
Yeah, we didn't see it, did we?
It's not exactly a conversation starter. Hi, I'm Gamora. I murdered my sister. Can we be friends?
It's an interesting one. But at least the characters we haven't seen have been talked about. They're all part of this universe.
How can you be friends with a monster? Why would you want that on your team? A team I actually kind of enjoyed being on, all things considered.
Well, I hate Nebula, so I actually would have... What? I'm just saying it don't change nothing.
Actually, it changes everything. The most deadly woman in the galaxy just admitted she loves us.
That's one way to look at it, I suppose. That's one way to get Gamora to come back
You
on
said you
board.
were in love with us right after the part about killing your sister.
I said I enjoyed your company.
That is the Katathian definition of love.
Like, I'll give you like. Can we just move on?
Agreed. That's about all the love fest I can take.
We accept you, Gamora Zenuburi.
Pretty sure we're married now.
It's definitely that humour that brings everyone together.
Alright, I'm pretty sure we've all caught our breath.
So Rocket is the strongest
say we
Spider-Man.
go
I never
stop
said...
a nut job
If you want about me, I never said Rocket was the strongest Spider-Man. Right, more enemies. Nebula. Gamora has now unlocked her Mega ability, Executioner. Having revealed the truth about Nebula and found the family who accepts who she is, Gamora no longer holds back. The deadliest woman in the galaxy now deals super heavy damage by hitting a single target with multiple strikes. Oh, you know what about me? I was going to say. So she has now got her ultimate ability. Let's utilise it, shall we? Hey, I didn't see the big guy on the floor down there. Be aware of the big guy. I was actually after the big guy, she hit the other person. Right, another one down. Got to deal with this big guy, don't we?
Throw that, Drax!
Nicely done, Drax. There's another one over there, Drax.
Combat is sure to draw the warlock's attention.
Rush, Drax! Causing a distraction somewhere.
Right, we've got to take this thing out. So, let's start with that. Let's start with Gamora, let's start with Drax.
Never see it coming.
And then let's us do our automatic weapons. Got through one layer of health.
Look who's flirting with the assassin! This one mocks our every effort!
I was going to say, is he trying to climb up after me?
Or face the destroyer!
Right, group, come on. Hold on to him. We are getting to him. There we go, we finished him off. One of the Avengers could guard the galaxy better than Guardians of the Galaxy.
Let's get to the bridge. Cosmo's
Good
tower
question.
is the quickest way.
Right, is there any collectibles nearby? It's always worth a quick
keep
look.
blocking everything off.
Because now they expect us.
We need to find another way to the bridge.
Okay, can't see anything that's collectible. Obviously that's the tree. It's an all-important tree. There's something yellow there. I think that's because Drax.
You see that kid in the ritual thing?
I could not miss him.
You think the church did that to his head? Or was the poor sucker born like that?
Right, what's this way?
That sure is something.
You know, these
we can't get across there, so
Staring out at the rift,
that's where we
wondering
were
where I belong.
when we first came to Knowhere and everyone disappeared. That's where Drax was waiting
He's
for
right.
us.
Yeah, I know that.
Right, I
Now.
can't see. Oh, okay. I think we can use this, can't we?
That seems long enough for a bridge.
Unless it crumbles when it falls.
Drax?
I have been eager to topple something over.
Drax can make a bridge for us. I've looked around. I can't see anything collectible nearby, so I think we're good.
So, Gamora... how am I supposed to drop the most interesting thing she's ever done?
Right, anything around here?
Really? A fate force field?
If we can find the power source, we should
Right,
be able
there's a
to turn it
force
on.
field there.
Let's
Deal
get
with.
looking then.
Right, there's something to pick up over here. And we've got to disable the force field. I think I know where we're going to go.
We should be
I
prepared
think it's
in
this,
case the Grand
obviously.
Unifier arrives.
I'm more than ready.
Can we wrench free of enough force? Oh, okay. We can actually do this ourselves.
Check the power source.
That's it, Peter. Let's go. We need to get out
We
of
have
here
turned
before
off their
Raker shows
force
up.
field. I don't think there's anything else nearby. I'm still waiting for this really big
Book it!
Now is not the time!
fight.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
And that is Raker missing his arm.
The Matriarch has chosen to enact the fulfillment from this station. And you shall not stop her.
She hasn't chosen anything.
Nice.
You've been manipulating her from the start.
She
Ghost
is
of
the
Tsushima
light,
and Watch Dogs Legion.
and I am merely...
We've currently got 3 games on the go.
Kinda
That's
hard to be the
plenty
light with
at the
that
minute.
dark
I
monster thing
don't want to start
inside
another one
Blasphemy!
currently. There's little things I'm looking at. Cyberpunk never interested me, but I'm curious about it.
When it returns you...
Still not delivered.
from
Wow,
death's
after a week.
cold clutches.
Warlock's here.
Your pain has pushed you to a perilous precipice, old friend.
How?
Raker was before he was dead.
I saw you die.
I've heard it's good, admittedly. People are unhappy with how they added in the DLC.
Foundation remains
And that you couldn't buy a normal game
cease this
digital anymore. You had to buy the enhanced version for a lot more money.
ruinous war.
They took the base game off PlayStation Store. Oh yeah, definitely on. It's definitely on the list to play at some point.
Oops.
Rocket hit Adam. Enemies incoming. Right, I think time for our pep talk. I may be using it a bit soon. Therefore, let's use it.
Why have you called us off the battlefield, Peter Quill? Our enemies are melting before us.
Like butter on a hot knife.
Somebody bring me some bread!
I have fought many battles, my friends, but none so magnificent as this.
So, stay focused and be even more magnificent. Try to pull out our own dance moves. I think it's that one with magnificent in it.
It is magnificent, Drax. Unbelievably, insanely magnificent.
Right?
Like a Flarkin supernova. So stay on track, keep your eyes open, and shoot for the stars. Who's with me?
There we go. Everyone's powered up. Annoyingly, the music won't be the usual type because
Magic will not save them, wizard!
it doesn't work anymore, annoyingly. Right, we've got to take out the big guy.
Hey! The flying creep's healing him up!
You can't do that without a head.
Right, we need to use Groot to kind of hold him. Gamora can use her big move on him.
Hold on, Nikki! We're coming!
Drax can use his ultimate on him as well.
Kick their butts!
Go on, Drax.
So many lousy angles to cover!
I will flank them!
Got to take this big guy out. I think we've got him out straight away.
Fucking snipers! That's
Right.
cowards!
Now it's just a case of taking everyone else out. Right, there's more enemy over there.
Crap! Now it's Nova!
And these are Nova soldiers now.
Bombs away!
Oh, I've fallen. I've managed to survive.
This'll work! Leapfrog our way back onto the bridge!
Leapfrog?
It's a... Just follow my lead!
Mr. Reload.
Put him up, Gamora!
There you go.
Well, I guess Goldie survived that jump!
Did you see Raker's face when he showed up?
What is next, Peter Quill?
There's enemies all the way over there, so I'm assuming that's where we've got to go.
Stay away from the edges!
I'll lay down some cover fire to get you across. Look, Golden Boy and Uniflarker are still at it.
Hope all the guns
Right, we need to use Gamora to break that so we can get across.
Gamora! The billboard!
Good call!
You find more snipers over there. You save me one.
No promises!
What's next, Peter?
Get across here so we can fight. That's what's next.
Make like a tree! Okay! We gotta get to that elevator!
Too bad they busted up the bridge.
I pressed the wrong button.
This has got my name on it!
Running and gunning on rooftops. This is kind of fun.
So now you're finally happy?
Right, that was one of our abilities there. Go on, Gamora, take him down.
Make sure you don't fall off!
Make sure those
There's enough enemies here, isn't there? Oh, I got electrocuted.
Perhaps this will tell tale of our battles here.
The what now?
Nice kill. Drax is taking him down.
Ready.
Rocket Raccoon.
Go wild! Lay on the hurt!
With fervor!
Yeah! Now it's Nova!
They're gonna need a huge recruitment drive after this.
This is a big fight. There's so many people here.
Without incident.
You can thank Goldie for that.
I think most of them are down now, though.
Certain death.
I ain't scared of Raker and his little light show.
The last one is no more. Oh, he's a Nova.
We approach the dog's tower.
And we're almost halfway there.
Got to take out the big guy.
Okay! We gotta get to that elevator!
Too bad they busted up the bridge.
Ah, fallen off.
We shall not fail.
I think it allowed us to carry on.
I am trying to destroy.
Right, we're going to have to use our ability where we don't take damage.
Well, I guess Goldie survived that jump!
That's the guy we need to deal with.
If Warlock kills Raker before I get a chance!
We cannot reach the flying traitor.
We can take him in for a forced landing.
Crap! Now it's Nova!
Mercy.
They're not Nova anymore, Peter!
Definitely not Nova anymore. They're tough as anything.
Perhaps this will tell tale of our battles here.
Is that like a Kathathian minstrel?
Now's your chance, Gamora!
Right, Gamora's going to be able to take him out.
Aim at what?
Not quite. He's still not down.
Tie him down!
Make sure you don't fall off!
There we go. We finished him off.
Fire while I cross to the next room.
Normally there would be music by doing these big fight scenes, but we've lost that ability since the update. They turned all the music off, and there's nothing we can do. I can't turn off streamer mode.
Right in the butt.
Even when I load up the game and I haven't actually started
You see
streaming,
the look on
it
his
comes up
face?
as streaming
It
mode.
was all like,
So since that update, which was meant to fix the sound glitch, I've lost the ability to have the proper music on.
His champion cheeks.
Needs to be extremely nice to people. I wonder if he ever explored the same music. Probably not, to be fair. The music's quite cool.
Royalty once we save it. Assuming they don't blame us for the Grand Unicorn.
Deadpool, yeah, it was well,
And
no,
the brainwashing
Deadpool was
cult.
similar in a
And
way,
the
but
Magus
obviously
Ball Destroyer thing.
using our team to help
You know
us
what? Maybe we should
is
avoid
a
Knowhere
bit
for
different.
while.
But yeah, the music thing isn't good. No, it should be optional. It was optional before the update, and then since the update, it's permanently off. And I've tried turning it off, and nothing works. So yeah, I'm kind of stuck at this point. Right, is there anything to pick up? No, we've actually got to jump down here and jump across. They're normally the bits I mess up, and I didn't that time.
These soldiers are deadlier than the local security.
Whoa, don't fall off this. Right, one's down. I'm nearly dead though. I need the help.
Thanks, Big D. How many are there? It's like all of Knowhere showed up.
Right, let's use... I can't take damage for a second.
Whatever they called it. The full markman.
I need to use my team. I'm not using them enough.
Hold up, Rocket. Making short work of these Caucasus creeps.
Everyone's here, look. We've got everyone after us at this point. Right, that works well.
I swear, if one kills Raker before I get a chance.
There's a sniper above us as well, I think. Wrong button press. I always miss them quick times. Right, who's the guy shooting at up there? Go on, Gamora, you deal with them. Right, one down.
Stay away from the edges.
Right, who else have we got?
Lay down some cover fire to get you across. Hey, Quill, want to see some fireworks?
Right, we need to get... we're meant to be getting to somewhere, I think. There's a collectible nearby as well, in here.
So now you're finally happy?
Well, unleash me onto these fools.
Right, there's something to pick up. Right, where's the enemy? He's still above us.
Now it's Nova.
They're not Nova anymore, Peter.
Yeah, I can't get up there. I can pull the guy down towards us. That might be a way forward. If I don't get electrocuted first.
Find me an opening.
There we go. He's down. Right, Groot can hold. Rocky can blow up. He's down.
That one had to hurt.
Can't wait to see your face finally. I think they're giving up.
Just in time, because
right.
we're not getting back on that bridge.
That was a
I know
tough
where we
fight.
are. There's a road nearby that intersects the main bridge to Cosmos.
Where?
It should be, right below us.
Right below us. That says there's something we need to do here to get further then. It's meant to be below us. There's obviously something we need to do.
Warlock better not kill Raker before I get to him.
Obviously, I'm not going to jump off without knowing.
We
Right.
need to be on the other side of this thing.
Ah, there's something here, isn't there? What's that?
Suffice?
Yeah, residential roof. We can actually damage that, so that's...
Always knew Knowhere would get raided, but not like
There
this.
we go, that's the way down.
That's one way down.
The best way.
That's more enemies. But no, that's them two still fighting. Right, we need to use Groot to get across there.
Perhaps we should summon the ship to deliver us to our destination.
Ain't
thought
no
that-
way they'd let us land anywhere near the big party. Better off fighting our way there.
Oh, it's weakened.
I would much rather face them with my blades.
So, I thought we could use someone who gets across, but that says it's weakened,
Anyone
but we
see a
need to
way
get
across?
we need to get across.
Yeah, we can't do nothing with that sign in the way, Quill.
Right, we've actually got a little tunnel to go through here. Is there something in here to pick up? It's just normally the reason why you got these little extra tunnels. Right, we've got a new collectible, should be a uniform. We've got a Gamora outfit, a casual kill outfit for Gamora. Right, back through. I think we have to shoot that sign by the looks of things. We are doing very well with the collectibles and the costumes and stuff. Nope, didn't work.
What's so special about Goldie anyway? Yeah,
It's
he's
worth a go.
strong. But what good is strong against ridiculous,
So
unrelenting
we need to do something
fire
with that.
power?
It says, weaken section structure, wrench free with enough force.
Yes.
Ah,
One day we must test
that's what we need to do. There you go. I always forget we've got that ability.
Sure
Like,
are
now we can
destroying
use
a lot
Groot.
of advertising today.
Like we need another reminder to buy Calyx cream.
I don't know. Remember, what it tells me, the amount of people watching is never correct. It hasn't been correct for months. There's always an issue with it. What's that over there? We missed
Carnage
something.
brings back troubling memories of worlds I destroyed.
Trying to work out what that
Always
the yellow
wondered,
thing is in
what do you
case I've
use to
missed
do
the
that?
collectible.
You gonna make us a bridge or what?
Don't think it is.
Who cares if he didn't ask? This ain't no time to be polite, you big stump.
Oh, I nearly missed that jump. I wasn't ready for a jump there.
Must suck to be a celestial head.
But I didn't worry about
you
bumping
gotta
into
be
more toxic.
fucking
Just
kidding
most
me.
of them are very humble on Mike, but toxic in text. What text? What do you mean in text? They send you messages and do that.
Don't suppose Groot knows
See, on
another
my
side
settings
route.
have always been set
If I
to
could
you
just
can only
get to
send
the
me a
other
message
side,
on
I could hack that
PlayStation.
thing and drop the
If,
bridge.
If you
if
can get to the other
we're
side,
friends on PlayStation.
we can get to the other side.
To
It
stop
wouldn't
people
matter.
Throw me.
What?
Throw
hacking
me.
things.
Just get muscles to huck me
A
across.
lot of them
Are
are.
you
I don't know what it
kidding?
is.
After the fit you threw last time?
This ain't like the last time. You all...
Ah,
I
so
trust
Rocket's
you
changed his tune. So earlier on in the game, we threw Rocket across. He got angry with us,
Glad that wasn't
and actually this time he said he was happy to be
Valued member
thrown.
of this team, not a tool to be thrown about.
Mike Eastwood videos
Worried about
/
this
calls.
ritual. And what's really gonna happen if you can't stop it?
Ain't gonna be dead people coming back, holding hands and wagging tails. That's
We're gonna
for
save
sure.
Nikki.
We won't have to worry about that. I know
Right.
I can get through to Nikki. This is Raker's doing, not hers.
There's something to pick up here. There it is. I knew I'd seen something flashing.
Alright,
What do you mean?
And neither will the granny
Michael's on
uncle.
YouTube videos.
you will regret it.
Oh, humble. Yeah, I get what you're saying. He sounds humble on Mike.
Battle must have been tremendous. Is any of this structurally sound?
Unfortunately,
Something
that's just the
tells
world,
me it
isn't
never
it? There's
was.
nothing we can do about it.
That's part of
That's why
Knowhere's
it's just
charm.
important to find people that are like-minded, that aren't like that do just want to get along and be happy chatting, really. Right, this is a restricted zone. I think I've picked everything up I could find. Pretty sure there's nothing else there. We're heading down.
How dumb are these flarknards to even fall for this full flarkment garbage?
Magus demands
Oh yeah, no, on
education,
text, I
trapping
understand
you
what you're
with vile
saying.
illusion while
The,
feeding
um,
on your soul.
But yeah, it's,
I felt it in my
unfortunately that's
promise
that's
too.
part and parcel
That
of
endless
putting yourself
hunger.
out there online,
Oh, yeah.
isn't it?
Hungry?
And no, it shouldn't be like that. But that's one reason why I don't want my little boy to kind of
Holy
experience it anytime
All
soon.
that light isn't leading to the cortex. It is the cortex.
How could that mutt let this happen?
Looks like you'll get to ask him yourself.
Oh, look at Cosmo.
Cosmo!
We've got to get down there!
Don't count him out just yet. I've seen him get out of worse scrapes.
We need to go and rescue Cosmo.
Business being exposed to the promise. No! Get away from my dog!
Gotta save Cosmo.
I guess this means there's no Knowhere resistance!
We're the resistance now! Feels like I've been seeing that big butt for hours!
Sounds going all weird. Trophy achieved. Adding insult to injury. I don't know what that's for. We've achieved the trophy for something. What's that?
We gotta keep him off Cosmo!
They will not touch him!
Thing's pretty tough for an old team.
Let's beat on it together! Think of it as team building!
Oh, we took him down. Go on, Drax.
This has got my name on it!
Get him, Groot!
On it!
We've teamed up with Groot for this attack. Took one load of his health down.
Ouch!
Obviously, they have more than one load of health, don't they?
I thought you'd never ask!
Cosmo!
Right.
What's here?
Use your mind, Scott, to help us out. Hey, Quill! I think
Huddle is ready. I
see
think it's huddle time.
Guys, huddle up!
This is getting really difficult. With my path for sure.
I'm having a hard time fragging him out there, Quill.
Okay, fair enough. So there are some good communities
You're
as well
staying
then.
one step ahead of us, that's for sure. Open new ideas here, Peter.
So don't celebrate too soon. We win by staying focused. Trying to pull out our own dance moves and take these guts out. That's the
You
one.
think they've got all the moves out there? The only moves out there?
But yeah, at least they
I
want good
say
communities as well, though.
lies. You said it. Let's take a stand right in this moment.
No, I don't understand it, but some
Stare in
people
the
are
eyes of
just
our
like
opponents
that.
and fight until only
The problem
one of
is
us
they're like
remains.
that
Who's with me?
in a community where they've got people that will agree with them. They're not like that in the real world. That's what annoys me. You know, you've got to be true to yourself, and a lot of them are.
Wrap 'em up, bud!
Knowhere security's in big trouble after this.
Trying to take out the big guy. Right, one big guy down. I love Rocket's big ability. Rocket and his massive gun. Gamora's doing her thing. And then we finish it off. There's still a guy up there. Got to deal with that guy. Where is he? Nice team up there, Rocket. What else we got? Another one down. We have saved Cosmo, but he looks like he's taken the promise. The eyes have gone. Oh yeah, I do like the hype system. I think that's really good work, good fun.
He's one of them now.
You've just got to get the
He's our
words right.
friend.
I think he would be. I
Drax.
think he'd be happy with
Imagine
this.
going inside this flea bag's head.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that.
Come on, Cosmo.
Hey, buddy. Are you,
Take him out before it's too late.
Wait! He's still in there.
We can't
I
kill
can hear
Cosmo.
him.
I hear only barking.
Focus your mind. He's there.
Scold off of the hand. Easy, bud, friends.
Shoot the mutt.
Off a hand. This might be a bad
easy,
idea.
bud. Friends, remember?
Is Peter Quill? Cosmo knows never lie.
Yeah, buddy. It's me. It's all of us.
Where is Cosmo smelled? Smell of nowhere.
Where else would we be, fur brain?
His mind is addled. Or he is simply a dog.
Dog with psychic powers at this point.
He doesn't see us. He's still in the promise.
Cosmo, where are you? What do you see?
Blue sky and cars to chase. Cosmo is back. Doma, how you say?
Home.
Home.
He's talking about Earth.
He thinks he's back on Earth. That's what the promise is showing him.
Grass, feeling of dirt between paws. No psychic burden, just walkies for going. And the ball for fetching.
If you missed your home planet, could you not simply return at any time?
Not at time that matter.
But we're going to focus on Knowhere.
Not go home.
Nowhere is your home. Right here and now.
Nowhere is nothing. Dead heads, mind for scrap.
It's way more than that. This place is special.
If by met you mean I saved your bark, then yeah, we met here.
It's true. Nowhere was first place since Earth. Cosmo not feel like stray dog. First time, Cosmo forget what was lost.
This place is a haven for
Again, we don't know if we're
misfits
picking the
like
right
us.
answers or wrong answers.
Like you. It's home. Earth is just some rock where you were born.
It's not about rock. It's about what Cosmo had on rock. Foot of bed for sleeping, belly for rubbing, color with name.
You miss being someone's property?
Cosmo not property. Belong to family. Then one day, family gone. Men in suits send Cosmo into space. Cosmo searched many dog years for those he lost. But yet...
You had owners. It sounds like they gave you up.
Family would never
emphasize with loss.
since he was mere pup.
I lost my family too. My mom died right in front of me when I was just a kid.
Then Peter Quill should know. Cosmo would work like a dog to have family back.
If they are part of this promise, these humans are most assuredly dead. Do not be swayed by the bribe of their return as I was.
Promise is only empty until fulfillment be. Perhaps it's Katath who lost hope too quickly.
Come on, Cosmo, you gotta know this doesn't smell right.
Peter Quill is right. Cosmo human have no smell.
They are wicked perversions. You must bite them with all your might.
Be gone! Cosmo not fictionalize.
That's it, buddy. You tell them.
Nowhere is Cosmo home be. His pups, his family, will protect at all costs.
Cosmo appreciates your help in freeing him from the promise. We have freed Cosmo from the promise.
Should we help him?
Normally,
I mean, we may need him.
the bit when it comes up in the top right hand corner then leads to a different option
Cosmo's
later
got
down the
his
line.
mission. We've got ours. Let's get to the cortex.
Still not over though. Still more to go.
You think he'll be okay?
He's got a thick coat.
All right, I still got access codes from when me and Groot were on vacation.
You mean when you quit the team?
Why do you always gotta be so... Flark! Attacking Scratch Snatchers. Gah!
Cosmo changed the codes.
I guess so.
What a
All right,
surprise.
people, let's find another way through.
Right, we need to find a way through that
Perhaps you
door.
entered the code incorrectly.
Find a way
I have
around
made
the
the
locked
same
gate.
mistake.
With those sausage fingers?
So what do we got? We've got batteries.
Don't make mistakes.
That can obviously drop down. They're things that can be thrown in a fight. I don't think any of these are
The way the
useful
church
at
spreads
this
their
point.
faith
Ah,
tech
there's
everywhere.
break in the
It's like some
wall
weird
there.
disease.
Groot's right.
Drax, can you handle this?
An intriguing texture.
Right.
I fear I will regret this.
Just don't start kicking up dust.
After you then, Rocket, let's go. We have to squeeze from Rocket just walks normally.
Codes, jail time. What
I
exactly
say to pick
were
up
you and
nearby as
Groot
well.
doing down here before?
We picked up a job from a Signog at Mantlos while you were off looking for the mud.
What job?
The less you know, the better.
Alright, what do we got to pick up here?
What flark was that?
An earthquake?
Unlikely. We are not on Earth.
Whatever they're doing, I think they just took
Right,
it
it's only
to the
pick up
next
just here.
level.
There we go. Doesn't seem to be anything else around I can see.
Drax, how do you keep from breaking your hands smashing through everything?
The ritual must be starting soon.
Good question, bud. How do we know we could even stop something this powerful? Probably.
Target
a
the
question for
Magus,
bug
close
lady.
the cortex.
Too bad she ditched us.
Raker said Nikki chose Knowhere for the ritual, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a hard time letting that one go.
But that means Magus chose it.
Flark is
Probably
getting
because of the
cringy.
vortex and
It
how
is
can provide
used a
instant
little bit
access
too
to all
much, isn't it?
believers everywhere. So we're gonna shut the door in its ugly face, ruin its big day, and kick it when it's down.
Right, and there's something to pick up over there. This is going to be a fight. I can see it already.
I am so done with brains and the universal church of crap.
Okay. So obviously there's something to pick up over there. And we got on there, I don't know. But as soon as we jump down, I'm assuming something's going to happen. But yeah, there's something to pick up just there. We need to pull that door over there towards us to get through. This looks like it's going to be a fight arena.
Guardian of
Oh,
Galaxy,
look, there we go.
Cosmo is owing Bolshoi dead.
Welcome back! Hey, we've got an army of church goons between us and the Cortex. You coming?
Yeah. Cosmo is retaking Tower of Security, where his pups are hiding. Without power, Knowhere is being lost. Pups too.
Gotcha. Be careful up there, buddy. That floaty mind guy is really starting to tick me off.
You don't stand a chance!
Under attack from everyone.
This is a site of power! A fine place for a bloody battle! Ain't no bad places to shoot people! Let's him rocket! We're violating so many Knowhere codes. Just be near this brain. I will leave this out of the dog report. What is next, Peter Quill?
One guy's down.
Put him through!
Time's up! Close the distance! Don't let them pick you off!
You really need to invest my own firepower, Gamora. Whoa! I think the big guy's seen stars! I am in your debt, Peter Quill.
I rescued Drax when he was just caught then.
Brutify him, Bruce! It is best to avoid. Watch the large one's explosive! If it's not the shield, it's the mine. He's up already.
I'm very light on health.
Can't wait to see your face on a wanted.
Alright, we can't lose health for a minute.
Come die on this brain! This is so
Right, Gamora's doing her thing.
Target's wide open!
Heads up! Stop line! I got all these toys.
limits are being tested!
I'm with you, big guy!
Stay clear of the
Right, managed to get Drax out. What do we got? Try that one.
You'll be fine.
That bloody bad guy is really starting to tick me off! I agree! The electric-wielding foreman must perish next!
Peter!
Right, that one's nearly down. He's down. There's one left to go.
This is so gross! The cranial matter has an impressive springiness! Anyone crack that freaking shield?
There we go. Full team up to take him down.
Those poor goons got brain security detail.
Gross.
Right, I think I know where we're heading next. Through that door over there. But there is collectibles nearby. Things to pick up at least.
Good thing I've got my mask.
So, how do we get up?
Them particles are so fine, they're already seeping right in. You probably already got the gray lung.
Lungs are
Something
already
there.
gray. And you know that
I know there's also a collectible here, and I guarantee I can't get to it. I don't know how. I'm assuming I just go up. Yeah.
I'm surprised Thanos never tried
No,
to take
I'm never going to make that jump, am I?
Don't ever underestimate the collector's political power.
There is something to pick up literally there, but I don't know how I get up there to get it.
I can't get back up to the catwalks.
There's gotta be something we can use to get up there.
Right, something we can use.
Maybe all the dust has gone to his brain.
Obviously, don't want to fall down the hole. What can we use to get across? Because obviously, we need to get across the catwalk if we're going to pick up.
A Celestial.
Likely it was an exceptionally large blade.
Ugh, I never want to meet whoever was wielding it.
It's an impact drill. There's something up top there as well. I can get to that one, I think, but I can't get to this one. I can't see. We've not. Unless, obviously, there might be some. I think actually we need to use this.
Groot's asking if there might be time to use.
Yeah, there we go. So we use Drax to move that. We can get this one first, then we can get him to move it again. So if we get it to place there.
What are you doing? That's the way we came.
I know it is. We're going to grab the collectible, then we have to move it to the other side, and that's how we get up. I thought that we were leaving via that hole, but we're not.
I did not eat on the ship.
There's plenty of brain tissue to go around.
But I do need to keep an eye on time. We're okay for another 10 minutes or so. Right, that's that one done. So I do enjoy the puzzles you have to solve to be able to find solutions to your environment and where you're meant to be heading. Well, is there another one there? Right, there's one up there, but I don't think we can get it now. We get Drax to move this.
Ugh, I have brain chunks stuck
This is
between
over
the
here.
ridges of my boots.
As do I. Like somebody's melted gum.
Nobody better trail none of that gunk into my ship.
Place there.
Over here, hurry!
I move as swiftly as
I think we're going to be able to get up there in
I
a
was just
second.
messing with you.
What's that?
There ain't no such thing as gray lung.
Drax takes his time as carrying it, but he's getting there.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you so fell for it. Gray lung.
Did you guys know?
Oh yeah.
Naturally.
Right, I think we're heading down that way, but we just want to go up there and grab that collectible first.
Yeah,
So this is a Gamora thing.
Themselves, but
This looks sturdy enough for an anchor.
Sure, just tell me where.
Okay. There we go, we're up. Ah, another uniform. This is Star-Lord's Apocalypse Lord outfit. That's quite cool. Apocalypse Lord outfit. I think I'm just not into cosmetics, so I only change if I think it doesn't look right. Currently, we look okay, so there's no point changing. A minute. Why is that sign there's another collectible nearby? How is there a collectible below us? And over there.
What do the buyers do with all of the brain matter?
they buy bone scrapes and spinal fluid too.
Suppose there's a collectible below
They're
us.
mostly scientists, trying to understand the mysteries of the universe or create the next.
So I think I
weapon.
missed something in here. Yes, I did. Got to make sure we don't miss anything. I'm trying to collect everything as we go. Right, that's everything there done, I believe. I think we're heading left, but there's something over here collectible-wise. I think we're going to end up...
Careful, this place is practically falling apart.
Could be all of nowhere.
Right, we're heading...
Like
I think, I'm pretty sure we're heading down. Before we head down there,
Does not have feet.
there's a workbench for upgrades. Let's do upgrades first. We haven't got many more upgrades to actually gain. So all the blues we've already gained. What's left? Perfect dodge and super cruel punch. There's only 2 we need. Can we do these both now? We can indeed. So that's every upgrade now, or every perk now achieved. 15 of 15. There we go.
Done.
All 5 for the element gun, 5 for suit, 1 for visor, 4 for boots. Every perk is now achieved.
Got a crick in my back because of that.
Right, we can either stand on this. Super Cruel Punch is a strong melee finish that will grind extra health drops when landed. Dash toward an enemy with circle. Upon connecting with the enemy, press square, and I receive extra health drops if it kills the enemy.
Up and left all this once they discovered the cortex?
So, we need to move this up.
Hey Groot, think you can
There you
get me
go.
up there? Right about there.
This seems important to our task.
I want to get a look from up high.
I want to, more like I want to pick everything up.
This place smells weird.
Brains goes sour if it sits too long.
Smells like metal.
Right.
I don't know.
Something below me
else.
as well. I haven't picked up yet.
What's that?
It's the waste product of a large Katathian slug.
Not sure slug piss is exactly what I was thinking of.
It is unmistakable.
Right, there we go. So we can do, so if you do miss components to pick up for perks, there's more than enough in game, it seems, for all the perks that you can acquire. That's always good to know there's extra.
Here, so could be anything. I know one of them's half
Right,
library
so
and
down.
half pleasure bar.
Oh,
Tremors have intensified.
That's one way of putting it.
It is an accurate statement.
Well, it don't help none. For
There's
all we know,
also
that thing's about to blow.
a collectible below us.
What have they done to you?
That looks like a sign, I think, that one. Brain matter processing machine. Wow.
My baby.
Right, we've got to squeeze through their rockets. Not happy about saying. We've got to drop down as well.
You, okay, Rocket?
No, I ain't okay. The Cortex. Knowhere. What's gonna happen to this place? This filthy dump of cheap booze and shady units is the closest thing I got to a home.
This isn't the first time someone's tried to take over Knowhere, and it won't be the last. We've still got Cosmo on our side. Once we give the church the boot, he'll whip this place back.
I don't know how far.
Hopefully not too good a shape.
Before we get into a big
Thanks,
fight, I'm
Will.
just quite conscious of time at this point. Oh, we need to quickly drop down. As there is, stay there, don't fall. Thought he was gonna fall then. Right, there's a pickup.
I don't know what's more dizzying in this place. Looking up or looking down.
We don't actually need them anymore because we've already gained all the perks, but it's always worth picking up everything we find. Right, that's all that done. We need to squeeze through here, it seems.
Minor hiccup we need to consider. How do we even shut down the Cortex now that it's all supercharged?
Yeah, there ain't gonna be an easy off button on that thing.
Any chance you can hack it?
We ain't talking about...
Blow it all up or focus on the church. Let's blow it all up.
We'll blow it up if that's what it takes.
We're dealing with power we've never seen before. No way we'd survive that.
I will do it. While the rest of you flee, it would be an honor.
You don't know nothing about explosives. And this is Flarkin' Nowhere, man.
Right.
I ain't blowing up Nowhere.
I've got a feeling we're about to have a big fight. What I'm thinking is this may be the ultimate time to stop before we get too far.
That's gonna be the weakness.
So let Rocket finish talking. Let's finish. Yeah, I think there's a big fight. Mainly, I think is going to happen in a minute. So I think it's easiest now if we save and come out. Otherwise, I'm going to have an issue and not be able to stop for quite a while. Some of the big fights can take quite a while to do it. You're about to go to sleep. And a birthday party. Absolutely. So we're still going. Obviously, we've managed to save Cosmo today. We're trying to save Knowhere. 2 hours obviously isn't that long, but I still feel we achieved this amount. The thing is, some of the chapters can be an hour to an hour and a half each by the time you do everything, and we do look around and collect everything. We've got all the perks now. I think one more character needs their 3-star move, and only one character now needs their ultimate move. That's all we've got left of those. I don't know about costumes and stuff, how much of that's left. But yeah, so far so good. Still enjoying it. I think we've roughly got for about 20 hours of gameplay, which is what I was estimated when the game first released. If we can finish it in 2 streams, 40 hours is about right. But I hope it's longer, but we shall see. As always, thank you for the views, the likes, the comments, and the conversation. You guys have been incredible as always. We're not live tomorrow evening. We are next live Monday morning, and I'll put the schedule in the Discord around some point tomorrow morning, or towards afternoon maybe, for next week, as we try and work out what our plan is for the week going forward. As always, if I don't see you next week, have a good week. Have a good finish to your weekend as well. We'll see you very, very soon. Cass, enjoy the party, and I'll see everyone else. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.